the thought devourer starved itself to death. Welcome to the Tales of Drifell Session 3, the campaign in which it's primarily for this one's benefit. Therefore, it doesn't necessarily matter how many of us can show up just yet, but it is always pleasant when we do. I am me, with a capital M, by the way. This here is Sam, capital S, by the way. That there, he's, I'm
here.
He's here, with a capital H. And then we've got this guy.
You may call me Urbiglips Buzzardy.
Sure thing, ass. We've got this guy right here on camera. This guy right here. Pay no attention to him.
Did you say my name? You said everyone else's name.
No, pay no attention to this
Hi,
one.
I'm Ed.
Pay no attention to the man behind the screen.
The target is given his name. The target is given his name. Engage. He's admitted to it.
He's not even dating. How can he be engaged?
I'm sorry. You act like dating is a possibility after engagement.
Arranged marriage.
True.
He's got you there. Zach has gotten quite good at his sketchpad, actually.
Really?
Yeah, he managed to sketch up an image of Raw.
Is it a digital or is it a...
it's a digital pad.
Okay.
It's a digital pad.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I got you.
He got one of those... The pose reminds me of one of those original Magic the Gathering monsters that's like bipedal. Like it's a dude walking towards the camera, but with his head off to the side a little bit. He's got the one blade in his hand. It's just like out perpendicular.
Oh, like the.
I know you know what creature I'm thinking about. I know you know which one I'm thinking about.
Was the Thal?
It might have been. I don't remember.
Or maybe it was one of the Black Knight images, because there is one where he has this where it's like a fully armored dude, and he has this just like sick-looking jagged sword.
It might have been. All I know is that it's
straight up
coming
freaking
along.
meat cleaver.
It's all I know is that it's coming along quite nicely.
Nice.
Yes.
No.
Drake wants the meat.
Not good. My papa.
He's like, meow, feed me.
It'd be funny if I got a pot pie. Yeah.
And this is my last can of the Baja Blast that I got a while ago. Not the crap diet version. Surprisingly enough, though, the diet version
Zero
of Baja
sugar
Blast,
best.
it's not that bad.
Yeah, it really isn't.
For some odd fucking reason, Zero Sugar Baja Blast tastes still pretty freaking good. I do not know why.
I just think about
I love the zero sugar ones.
Like, what do they look? Okay, what do they use as a sweetener? I mean, they don't. They definitely don't use. They don't use phenylalanine. What? Sucralose?
Interesting. Didn't realize one of your players went for gender reassignment.
What?
I think that's in reference to how butch Sam is.
What?
I think that's beers.
That's usually me in that spot.
Well, yeah, he might be thinking that Sam might have been Ed, because Ed usually sits there.
I'm flattered.
Every time I'm here, I sit here.
Well, you were the one. You're the one that found a can of gender fluid. So.
Oh.
That's true.
Where did you find that? Where did you find that?
That was a photo online.
Okay.
It was not a physical photo that thing that I had found.
Okay, because I would love to buy a can of that.
If I found it, I would have bought it.
Even if it tastes like shit, I'm buying it.
No, you don't drink that. You don't drink that. You keep it.
You don't know if it's for a car or if it's for a person.
That's true.
It doesn't say anywhere on the tin.
I know. It doesn't say that it's like For human consumption, and
Well, if it's for human consumption, you put it in your car, then your car dies. If it's for car consumption, then you drink it, you die.
No. Do you want a piece of chicken?
Oh, wow, really?
It's up
And
to you.
he's making his presence known.
Cool.
But, Blue Box. But for those who denounce Baja Blast, I give a boot to the head. That's an old meme. No, Sons of Sandler. I've been using and abusing the red ones for like 8 years, and they're still waterproof.
I'm dead.
Well, assuming that you actually tie the damn side
Dead Ed?
up all the way.
Dead Ed?
No, Dead Ed. We need him
Like,
as a
how-
fall
how-
guy.
Shh, don't tell him.
He's barely paying attention.
Like, can you wave with
Paying
those?
attention, I'm just typing in your chat.
Oh.
Can you what?
Can you wave with those boots?
Hit the woman someone. Buy the can, test it on a rat.
That's fair.
Can you wade with those? And they still remain waterproof?
I mean, I don't... I mean, it's one of those instances where... Obviously, if you submerge yourself, there's going to be some water going
Well,
through there.
Well, the question is like the side where the
Yes.
leather overlaps, is that actually watertight?
If you tighten it up, it damn well near there. Yeah.
All right.
I do know this because I do not
Gravy!
I do not shy away from puddles at the Renaissance Festival, and I wear those boots, so I just go right through there.
The Minnesota Renaissance Festival, a magical place where it can be dusty and muddy at the same time.
And raining. It felt like it was raining sometimes.
Probably
yeah,
was.
because you got near the fountains.
There were other things.
Yeah, it was the Tortuga twins. I can't help but feel that they were on a time crunch because they were firing joke after joke after joke.
No, their acts usually fast.
There was one joke that I didn't like from their skit.
What was it?
Which one? Which skip was it?
Rated R one.
What?
The rated R skit. It was near the end. It was near the beginning of the skit, I believe. At least from when we sat down. And he made the whole like
is that
the one black guy in the set of Lord of the Rings. He
token
must have been the
black guy?
Tolkien black guy, and I just sat there like.
Well,
They didn't. Okay.
Nobody,
and then
like, people were just like, ooh.
and then
It wasn't. It just wasn't funny.
Yeah, people were just like, ugh.
what they should have done is they should have reversed it. They should have mentioned, come on, who's the actor's name? The one that was in, the one that played Bilbo Baggins.
I know who you're talking
You know what I'm
about. He was also on Sherlock Holmes.
Well, he was also in Black Panther. Yes.
I know who you're talking about.
So we have Bilbo Baggins and Gollum in Black Panther. So
Tolkien white
two
guys.
Tolkien white guys.
But they didn't do that. Because HBO will be doing Lord of the Rings World, not even Lord of the Rings, and in the age
Should just
before
be Middle Earth.
in the age before the Easterlings even came into Middle Earth, they are going to be a prominent characters in the show. On an island that is 100% not them.
We got messages.
Indeed. Give it a few drops, and if it dies in 8 hours, it is meant for the car. And then Martin Freeman.
Thank you. Yes. In no way, interestingly enough, related to Morgan Freeman.
I mean, that'd be a pretty big
It could be by marriage.
Fair.
Well, we all know where the name Freeman came from.
But men's names don't change. Unless they decide to.
Anyway, your dice are at the end of the table
I was about
underneath.
to ask you that.
Would you mind grabbing that?
Okay.
I was gonna get up and put my stuff down anyways.
I doubt.
Somewhere.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, no skin off my back.
We are highly organized here.
It's all planned out.
You make me feel at home, just like my family, because my dad says we're humans, garbage disposal.
I would clean up after my younger sisters so much.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like I never ate crust or like a lot off the chicken and everything, and my dad is just like.
Yeah.
If I tried to throw it away, he would yell at me, and I would more.
No. I honestly, that was me too. We'd be at a restaurant, and my younger sisters did. Especially when I was a teenager, you know, because you know how guys are when they're in their teens.
You know, back in the 1800s.
So I just, you know, they would, cause, yeah, I call them my younger sisters, but I think all of them are older than you.
What?
Yes, sir.
But
Why?
Because I bought you a fucking soup bowl yesterday.
And I have made for you a world. I think it evens out.
the world.
I'm like, don't get me on this list, go. I haven't tried this yet. That's why
Hey, I sang to your son when you viciously left him in a car.
I threw him at you.
Yeah.
Whoa!
And then
That's better.
Yeah.
Then I said, he's yours now. Goodbye.
What was Beer's comment?
So I just
what's Beer's comment?
Yeah, so I just started singing the tales of Cú Chulainn to him. You're not a human garbage disposal. You're a human composer.
Compact. He probably went compact. Trying to get compactor.
The politically correct XD.
I hear.
Composter, yeah.
Composter, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, thankfully, not too much ferments. But yeah, so we'd be at a restaurant. My sister would be, you know, not
human-
eating anymore.
human
Kind of
compost.
indicating they were done. And I'd be like, "You finish that?"
So, when last we left off, the party was splitting up to search for search up for clues. Searching up to search for clues. We had
Sort of.
yes.
You're doing terrific.
I did a very
am.
poor job.
Yes. Jahir is actually Jathair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's up there.
Jahir is not here.
Yeah.
He is Jathair.
Right.
So he's Jafar away.
Lynn L. Taylor is currently also up there, but for different reasons. And I forget. Was it? Yes, it was. It was.
So
you.
yeah, the two
and
of us.
The frog, right? Or
No.
was it you and her?
Me and
It was the two of us,
Okay.
and then it was the frog and
Father Solomon.
and yeah.
Yep. Now.
And then we were. So they were getting some honey.
Yep. They were getting some
Well,
honey and
no.
some information.
Actually, I think he was getting some bees.
What?
I think the frog was going for the bees.
he was
Yeah,
aiming
he was
for the bees.
trying.
He's looking to get a nice buzz. Apparently.
Good buy some honey.
You have been waiting
And-
on that for a week, haven't you?
No. I'm
More
bored.
than broken.
I'm a bard. It just rolls off the tongue.
He'll keep.
Nah. I think you're just blowing
Is that
smoke.
a beekeeping joke?
It was.
I think you're just blowing smoke.
As a former beekeeper, that was not fun.
Did you?
Used to beekeep?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have hives and all the equipment stuff.
You have hives? Yeah, they have creams for that. Actually, what did you get my? I think you blowing smoke.
Mhm.
You got that? Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
the thing where you put
Uh-huh.
the and then you go
Mm-hmm.
into the hive and make them go.
Yep.
I saw a hive euthanation video, and the beekeeper was distraught. Because
Well, yeah, because you care for those things.
Yeah.
Maybe not like individually, but like
he
as a hive,
tried
yeah.
for like I think 2 weeks to calm things down because it was like a feral queen that got into the hive.
Oh.
Usually when that happens, the bees would like form a ball around her and try to suffocate her, or like basically make her heat up to the point where she dies.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, they surround her and they just vibrate until so much heat's created and everyone involved dies.
No.
So fucking metal.
No, I get
Yeah,
what it is.
okay.
You could have phrased it better.
No. Ants are more metal.
It rolls off the tongue much like the wedding ring of a married woman from a bard's mouth.
Oh yes.
Oh, damn.
No. I mean ants. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, bees are very metal. Ants are more.
Nature in general is some pretty metal ways to die.
Oh yeah. Well, because if there's a foreign queen in the ant nest, or if there's a queen that gets like deposed, they will literally tear her limb from limb.
I had 2 really big ant hills in my yard, and the one that was by the plum tree, literally, we're walking all the way around my house to the back, about 20-30 feet, like past, and then they were stealing the eggs from that one and walking them all the way back to theirs.
Now the question I guess becomes: were they eating them, or were they?
They were collecting them.
Oh, but
I don't know
were
if
they
they're eating them.
were they raising them, or were they eating them? Because
I have no fucking clue.
I mean, because that is pretty good nutrients.
It depends on whether or not they order takeout.
Obviously, it was takeout. So
Here's another comment.
Yeah. Yes.
interesting enough, there are actually breeds. There are actually varieties of
Back-
ants.
back-
Nook
today.
bees take
Hey,
their
Drake.
fake queens alive.
What did he say?
Nook bees take their queens alive. Here. Be the teacher we all know you can be.
Spank 'em. Back today.
So,
SWAT cats.
right. I never saw that show.
Neither did I. I've heard of it though.
Right. So,
Nice loud noise though, without a. Yep.
yep. Now,
So
the
they were going for the.
the beekeeper informed Father Solomon and antidepressants, the Grung man, because his name sounds like a drug.
Xyloff?
Yeah, fluoxetine.
About
different bottles like it's like 3 here. Hold on.
so.
Aripiprazole.
Mm-hmm.
Fluoxetine, did that one right?
Is it Zarloft? Xyloft? I don't know.
Zoloft.
Zoloft.
I don't
Yeah.
think any.
The beekeeper informs Zoloft and Father Solomon about a particular gentleman by the name of Dixon, whom Aaron Keldor frequents down here and points over to a cabin about 2 to 3 miles out of town. The kitty meows in protest, though I don't think you heard it from here. We shall say, for the sake of time, that Solomon is currently hanging back and has instead gone, I'm going to get more information over here. You 3 go over to that Dixon's place. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Oh, we were intending to go. Well, I was intending to go set up a trap for the incoming carriage as it pulls into town.
You wish to set up a trap in a city.
Yeah, actually, kinda good. We're doing good, right?
You can
But-
always just talk to the
but
guards at that point.
Oh yeah, and ask if he's shown up, which is probably what we'll end up doing, talking to the guards and see if the carriage has been by yet.
You see, now that I am full on writing down, like, the next sections of campaigns, I'm remembering why I don't.
Well, I mean, we could bypass, everything and say that they came to get us, as we were talking with the guards and said, hey, they're going to be over there, so we just head over there.
No,
I'm fine with that,
it's
for the sake of expediency.
Jumpy jump, jump, jump.
This is necessary to break her in. Max and Karma, the tiefling, go over to I shall allow you to lead the scene. What exactly are you doing since your previous encounter with the locals? I believe you met with the pottery.
Yes, we did. We did. We found out where the if someone were to come into town, we found out what entrance they would be using, especially coming from
up above. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we were heading towards there.
Okay. At some point in time, the actual like marketplace feel of this area fades away and just becomes sparse, and then there's a cutoff point where it becomes parks and then houses. Most of the houses themselves are about 2-story buildings with maybe some room for an attic, and only the barn-like structures ever reach about 3 to 4 stories tall. But understandably,
that's for fodder storage. Yeah.
Yep. Those particular places
is this a temperate climate zone? Like do we have winters and like with snow
around here? Not as much. Think of it. So imagine if the average winter lasts about 4 to 5 months. This place will typically last about 1 to 2.
Okay.
It lasts about 1 to 2 months.
December, January would be effectively when they get the snow. Okay.
Something like that. Although canonically, the equivalent of December will see snow because fuck you guys, I want a white Christmas.
What Christmas?
I thought you weren't religious.
What Christmas?
I'm not. I just prefer, a white Christmas to a green Christmas.
Ooh, we have a new participant in the chat.
Oh no! This is gonna get fucked so quickly. Random Flynn. Time to cause some property damage. You say that jokingly. You say that jokingly. That is... we do. We do have a white Santa. But surprisingly, he has shaved his beard.
Well, everyone knows that. Everyone knows that Santa's fey. Obviously, if he employs elves.
So, actually, the barns themselves have carried that distinct, filled with hay smell, and I can't quite put my finger on how to describe dry clover.
Dried clover is what it smells like. Yeah.
Dried clover. No.
Kind of like.
It's been a while since I've been on a farm. Is all I'm saying. Like the moment I get to a farm, I will recognize it instantly. I just can't remember how to describe it.
If you mow the lawn with the mulching feature on, and then when it's a little bit too long, so you get the grass clippings just sitting around, and then you get a good series like 2 or 3 days where it's really hot and dry. So that it's the dried clover smell.
Yep. Off on the other side of this fairly large dirt road, you will see barns and stables specifically for various farming animals, with the appropriate distance between them, because you don't want to run the risk of animals breaking down the fences and then mingling, let's say, horse and oxen. They might get along, but why take the chance?
Oh, humanity.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, interestingly enough, horses get along very well with goats.
Well, unfortunately, this newcomer is just a fucking Goliath. our Eliza is stuck at work, but we aim to be entertaining. And we aim to get the story.
Do we have questions about the Goliath?
Oh no, that is
the Goliath. Okay, I thought that's what you were initially. Okay.
Now, on the other side, you have a handful of clearly Aasimar, though they'll be a variance. Sorry, it's a mix of Scorched and
what?
Scourge Aasimar and the other type of Aasimar that
is
I
it Fallen?
forget. No. Fallen is something else entirely. Here's the book. Fuck, other type of Aasimar was that?
don't think you can
Protector.
And what?
There's Protector
Oh, okay.
Aasimar, Scourge Aasimar, and Fallen Aasimar. Fallen Aasimar are very rare. They are very rare indeed, because you have to be touched by a darkness to get there. So, but you have a bunch of Aasimar just being ranch hands. And at this time of the day, what they're doing is cleaning the stables. So they have a bunch of wheelbarrows full of horse manure, full of oxen manure, and they are just cleaning it all down, getting fresh hay in there, and they're doing all the lovely things that pretty much every ranch hand knows exactly what it is, and we both love and hate it because it's a simple job. You can basically just keep to yourself and think about anything you want. You get used to the stink. But you still feel like a shower afterwards.
There is a certain amount of zen that goes along with it, though. Yeah,
it's a very strange sensation, but yes, it's shoveling shit. It's a calming thing. I'm only half joking.
You're not wrong.
I mean, once it's done, it's done. And it's
it is genuinely satisfying to see a freshly cleaned stables.
Oh yeah,
it is very satisfying.
Nice little, nice fresh bed of shavings in there.
Yeah. A handful of them will just kind of like stretch a little bit, look around, and then look back, and then get back to work as she walks back.
Probably some fence repairing going on, because there's always fence repair going on.
Not as much as you might think, but there is someone checking the fences. He's going around, he's just like making sure the whole thing is nice and stable.
Yeah, because when the fence goes down, it's hectic.
Yeah.
Right?
It's not fun. Ding dong.
The witch is dead.
What?
Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Well.
So, but eventually you make your way to a more, for lack of a better term, modern, a more modern variant of this medieval era village. The houses cease to be made of wood and become a bit more stone-like, and you eventually reach these a gatehouse. Essentially, the gatehouse is approximately 30 feet long. There are 2 gate towers on either side of a 40-foot road. And there are 3 guards posted at this gatehouse.
Is there a wall? Is there a wall?
There is a wall of sorts.
I'm good.
A good way to describe it is the gatehouse extends outward, and then the walls themselves go in, and they continue that way at a nice 40 to 50 foot road for about 80 feet. And then it extends outward and around the mountain.
Okay.
The main reason for this, of course, is that if someone is going to try to sneak in, they have to get behind someone else's home first.
Mm-hmm.
And what's more, if someone does manage to just go barreling through the front gate, you've still got about 80 feet of wall up surrounding you that they can just plink you with arrows.
Yeah, kill zone.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm sorry. Does it like pucker in towards the city, or does it like go out down the road, and then that's where the gatehouses are?
Okay, so gatehouse is here.
Yes.
It keeps on going.
Where's
inward.
the main city?
Oh, the main city would be in either direction of them.
Okay.
Because the
okay, good. So the walls do go in towards the gates then. Okay, got it. Thank you. That was my question.
Okay. Because each and every city, with the exception of Danesis, is a half-ring city.
Mm-hmm.
It is a half a ring that circles one half of the mountain.
So we've kind of gone Gondor on this mountain then.
Oh, you're on the bottom of it, yeah.
No, we've gone Gondor because Gondor has those 7 levels. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, there are 3 guards currently on duty. One of them is currently sitting down, and he is writing stuff up. You can only assume that he's writing a report of some kind, and the others are just keeping a watchful eye. One of them looks to be waiting for something, but you can't quite tell what it is just yet. As the 2 of you approach, one of the guards kind of like steps forward a little bit, readies a pole arm of about 7 feet in length. He is an Aasimar, a Scourge Aasimar, and the reason you can tell is because his eyes are a distinct brightness to them.
Mm-hmm. Aren't the Scourge Aasimar? Don't they have? Don't they have like? Aren't there? Is it like black or is that the Fallen?
That's the Fallen. The Fallen Aasimar typically have
the Protector have the white. They're like the glowing white eyes, like the straight up like Dark Knight kind of.
No, not necessarily. Yeah, as the way that I envision Aasimar is that they always have just like a solid color for their eyes. But the Scourge Aasimar, because they have this, the Scourge Aasimar have the radiant consumption, which causes a searing light to radiate from their eyes and mouth. They have a distinct brightness to them.
Okay.
It's not like it'll like light up a room or anything like that. But
not like on Supernatural.
But in a dark room, if a Scourge Aasimar's eyes are open, it's kind of like a nightlight.
Mm-hmm.
Scourge Aasimar.
Can cats handle peanut butter? Cats can do peanut butter, can't they?
Oh, yeah. But the candy shell, is it got a chocolate coating?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, he can eat chocolate, it's fine.
He can get kind of sick. Make
So-
him get diarrhea really bad.
Yeah, I like that stopping before. So, this particular Aasimar, he's about 5'11". He's got himself a 7-foot halberd. Fairly muscular. You can tell that he does take his training seriously. He steps forward a little bit. He doesn't call you out because at this point he doesn't know if you are making your way to him, to the gate, or just passing.
Okay.
But he does make sure you know that he knows you're coming.
Mm-hmm. So, as we approach, Max will say, "Hail the Godhouse."
Good afternoon.
Good morning to you, sir. We come in search of a particular carriage. We were wondering if it has passed through these gates as of yet.
All right. What's the description of the carriage?
Well, it is driven by, and then he will give a description of the guy that we're after.
Okay.
I believe he was a. Was he human?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Listen, I've got about 3 campaigns, and 2 of them are fairly convoluted with a lot of people. So, he will give the description. He might be driving, or he might be riding. Oh, did we get a look? I'm sorry. Did we get a look at the carriage?
You did not.
We did not. Okay.
The carriage had already come and gone by the time you realized that
Yeah.
Keldor was responsible for it, so you never got a chance to look at what the carriage is.
Yes. I will say it is a carriage that belongs to the hospital up in... Is it Bellinor?
Danis.
Sorry. Danis.
I don't know why you got Bellinor.
It's names. I'm horrible with names. So
Look, Rohan.
Yeah.
It's Pelennor Fields. Thank you very much.
I got a kitty in my lap.
Yeah,
we know. Oh, the cat. Right. Okay.
That's between the legs.
Ah.
Yeah, Carl. It's between the lap, not on it. Jeez. You're making the rest of us virgins look bad.
I don't see any virgins around here except maybe him.
Not for lack of trying.
And he will He will be driving the the turnip wagon from the hospital in Danis's.
Okay. So we're
If you have-
keeping an
if
eye
you have-
out for a carriage that you don't know what it looks like.
Yes. Have you do you not know the carriage that belongs to the hospital?
The guard looks just visibly
That comes
done
out on a
with
regular
this.
basis.
The guard is visually done with this. He opens his eyes again. He just looks at you like deadpan and goes, "I will keep an eye out for the man in question. I cannot guarantee that I will find him, as I am nearing the end of my shift. However, I will pass the description along. Is there a place you want us to contact?"
Well, I was simply wondering if you had seen it come through here already.
All right then. He backs up and then he turns around. And he goes over to one of the other guards and he starts. He goes talking to the guard who's been writing up the report. He starts asking questions, not in a whispered tone, but in one of those like, "Hey man, how's it going?"
No.
Like, not raised and it's a distance away at this point.
Yeah, they're not trying
Yeah.
to be. They're not trying to be.
"Hey man, did you
Surreptitious
see
or-
this guy over here?"
Yeah, right. He's over there, man. You wouldn't believe what this asshole just walked up and asked me.
"Can you believe this fool? This fool over here trying to ask me about one guy. What the fuck, man?" Yes. Man, these country fools over here grind my gears. These country bumpkins. The other guard who was looking for something kind of like... And for those of you who can't see from the camera, he's doing a double take and then triple take over at Karma. And he just does not know how to respond to this. He's very confused. Imagine, if you will, doing your regular job, and then you see and then you see about a 280-pound man wearing hot pants and a pink tank top, just randomly walking. You're regardless of whether or not you attend the event that this guy is clearly going to or from, you are not expecting to see that on your everyday job. It's like that. He was not expecting to see a tiefling at the bottom of his city. And there's this brief realization as he recognizes your attire, and then he just looks straight ahead as if contemplating something.
Can I roll perception to see if I notice this?
I mean, well, you don't need to, I would say you wouldn't need to unless you've changed to talk to her specifically or anything else.
Well, it's a 15.
You notice.
16. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The guard in question looks to be around 16 years old.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm older.
Yep, by 1 year.
I think you have a fan.
Not likely.
So, are you going to be conducting the play of role, or are we going to be skipping ahead?
Well,
we do still gotta go meet up with him.
The guard who was writing up a report is
depending
going
if
back
they've come
on
through
his
here.
pages.
Depending on if they've come through here or not.
Well, if they haven't, then we can beat them to where we need to go.
Mm-hmm. But where is that from here? That's the question. I mean, we could wait for him here.
Froggy knows where he's going.
Well, you as a player don't know that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, you as a character doesn't know that. Player-wise, you do know that.
Well, once we find out if he has or hasn't come through here, we should go find them.
Well, if he has come through here, then we've missed them. We'll have to find out where they went. If he hasn't come through here, then we can wait
Okay.
and hope the others get to us in time. If not, I think the two of us can handle one schmuck.
The one schmuck comes down with a Titan Goliath next to him. Aha! Joke's on you, I'm into that shit. The guard rights himself up and, walks back over to you. My guy hasn't seen anyone resembling the description of this man you're talking about.
Alright.
If he does come through this gate, is there a place you want us to let you know?
I think we'll just wait for him here. If it's not too much trouble.
With all due respect, sir, we don't want any loiterers by the front gate.
Okay. Well,
Oh, then we'll just go find them.
let's go. Well, we can walk 20, 30 feet down further.
Okay.
Enough we're out of the purview, because there are houses around here, right?
There are a few houses, yeah. The nearest house is about 60 feet away from the gate itself.
Mm-hmm.
And the best way to describe this would be there is a straight line all the way out with a couple of minor curves.
Yeah.
And it just heads straight due west.
Okay.
Yeah. No, sorry, south.
Okay.
But yeah. No, why the fuck did I say that? It was west. The setting sun. It faces the setting fucking sun. There is a road leading west.
Okay. And
And
we
it
are on
keeps-
the south side of the mountain, right?
West side, yeah.
Well, we're on the west side. There's
Yeah,
a
because
road that heads west. Okay.
The two cities on the bottom face the rising and setting sun.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You're in the city that faces the setting sun.
Okay.
So there is a
Good thing
road
it's
that faces
afternoon.
that way. Hmm?
Good thing it's afternoon. We actually have some good light.
Yep. You do, and a lot of the outer area is just straight up farmland. It's rolling fields and whatnot. So, in terms of building numbers, this particular city at the bottom has fewer than practically any other.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, long story short, yes, there are options for the houses that you can
And is there a park or a common ground within view of the gate?
No.
No.
No, it would be about I'd say about 300 to 400 feet into one of the.
So there's nowhere that we can stay near the gate.
There are
keep an eye on the
benches.
gate. Benches?
There are benches.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
parks, but there are benches along the road.
Okay. Well then, thank you. But we'll wait for them. And my lady, would you care to join me for a brief sojourn to a bench?
Alright. Let's go. Water.
Hey, Carmen does not waddle.
She glides like a panther, like any good warrior.
As you accept Max's hand and are led to the bench, the echo of Sarah's words dance through your head. Just play up that you have horns, and it makes you horny. The men love it.
Yeah, I just say works for a lot of VTubers.
Yeah, it does. Good job.
Well, I would have made it if it wasn't full.
I know.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna make an excuse that time. My leg, I just didn't want to take the garbage out.
I'm not complaining.
My
I'm just
my
saying a
leg
fact.
it was, and this is not an excuse because I did want to take it out. My leg was killing me. I was like, I don't want to walk outside. I don't want to walk outside. I don't want to put shoes on, and I don't want to walk outside barefoot. Not like this. There's already a hole in my foot.
A hole in your foot?
My pinky toe has a hole in my foot because it had a pus built up. It was causing pain, so I cut the thing open.
Now?
Yeah.
Like recently?
This is besides.
Last night when I got home
right
from
foot?
left foot. It was. I took a shower immediately after getting the pus out. You're fine.
I went and washed my hands after, so.
Did I tell you about the phenomenon how more people are willing to have their boobs massaged than have their feet massaged?
Really?
Yes.
I did not. I was not aware of that.
It is a very strange thing, but once you notice it, you start to see it everywhere. People will recoil if you offer to massage their feet, but you can massage my tits, no problem.
Huh?
Like
some people don't
stated
like their feet being
platonically,
touched.
like stated completely platonically, you can massage my boobs.
Huh?
Like you can massage her ass, his ass. You can massage everywhere else but the feet. It is weird.
I'd prefer the feet, but boob massages are beneficial because it does help break down fatty tissues.
Well, and pressure points.
And pressure points, but also it helps with the circulation in there, so it doesn't cause clots and then potentially breast cancer.
No.
So.
Animal husbandry is stinky but rewarding. No batteries needed. And then everyone who worked in customer service in reference to the guard being.
Right.
To be clear, all those comments were multiple minutes apart and not related to each other.
I know, but
that's what they all say.
You think. Bake. They swarm the queen and vibrate to create enough heat to kill the unwanted queen so literally baked alive.
Yeah.
Literally one of the hottest orgies in the world. Good old bee murders. Yeah, I'm seeing I'm seeing a bee in a detective's outfit. What have we got?
Yeah.
Well, Sergeant C.
We have baked queen.
God damn it.
She must have gone rogue.
She tried to flee her own hive. She came here.
She did. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Try to set up queendom here. Looks like the locals didn't approve of her politics.
Well, I mean, if a hive does end up queenless, a random queen could go there. But if they don't before they decide that they're gonna start making a new queen.
Nothing says we the people like a colony of bees. Oh boy. But yes, you go over and you sit down on a bench.
Alright.
So
then
I'm thinking that we could probably put him to sleep. Right? So when he comes by, that's what I'm thinking, right?
Oh, the guy we're after. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, when we see him, we can put him to sleep, grab the carriage, tie him up, take him back.
How do you plan on putting him to sleep?
Magic. And I will use prestidigitation to make some like sparkling lights happen above my hands. Magic.
You see a controlled glitter bomb go off in a spiraled fashion as it climbs up and then dissipates.
Sparklers? Okay.
So, just to add verisimilitude to the whole tableau, I will take out my lute and just start strumming a nice tune, something calming and relaxing.
All right.
Like the Tristram.
As you pluck the strings of your guitar,
Gitter.
you hear a distinct hop, hop, hop.
No.
Because I feel like this would...
What is that emoji?
That would be a musical note.
Ah, yes.
Coin sack thwack.
I believe that's called a sap.
Those are socks, I think.
Yeah, well, yeah. You put coins in a sock. That's a sap.
And you, I'm going to assume that Zarvarax is willing to get things moving, as Zarvarax is heading your way with a message, an urgent message.
Do I? What an urgent message.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say that Solomon went, go find the other two. We're going to Dixon's.
Shut up.
Yeah. I hop over and I say, we're going to Dixon's. And I hop back towards Solomon.
So a frogman approached you, got up, and said,
We're going to Dixon's.
Fuck.
We're going where?
Dixon's. Follow me.
And we had such a good trap set up here. I suppose greater numbers are better though. All right, lead on.
Or don't. I just delivering a message from Solomon.
Well,
Well,
I have no
Solomon
idea.
said
Do I know where this Dixon's is?
no.
Okay. I have no idea who or what Dixon's is, so you'll have to show me.
So we
Us.
better go follow him, yeah.
Follow me?
Question
Lead on.
mark?
Well, that was clear, but alright. Hop, hop, hop.
One of the notes on the guard's report says, At 13:27, the loiterers left the bench and followed a frogman into the city.
Giant frog man.
Yes.
Grung man.
The great nemesis of Spider-Man.
Frogman.
Following the frog.
We are following the frog.
Yeah, I needed to let something settle in my stomach because I realized I haven't. Yeah.
You haven't what?
I haven't used the restroom today.
Well, then go use the restroom.
I don't know if I need to though.
We'll try.
I'll wait until I need to.
Well, you finish up that Dr. Pepper, you'd be closer.
I know. So,
Because, believe it or not, one of the main components of Dr. Pepper is prune juice.
Huh.
I did not know that.
Yep, one of the 23 flavors. And you can't really tell with the stuff that we have here because the corn syrup that they add to most soda kind of overshadows the flavor a little bit. But if you get like the cane sugar stuff, you can really taste it.
You can taste it.
Yeah.
Go. There we go. Now I can read the chat a little easier. I don't have to crane my neck over there.
You bring a set of.
We're going to Dick's, sons.
We'll pull up a pair of binoculars to frickin' read the chat.
Yeah. So the three of you start making your way downtown, walking. Drink
Like
some
frickin'
Dixon.
Jacksepticeye.
Drink some cider of Dixon's.
That was right.
Waiting for it. What kind of cider?
Dixon.
Okay.
I'll say the whole thing.
See, now I want to
Blue
start
Ox-
a cider company and call it Dixon Cider.
Blue Oxen says, drink some Dix on cider.
not even my name. I'm insulted.
Sorry, Blue Ox Plays.
Yeah. Now read the entire thing.
Yeah, Blue Ox Plays says, drink some dicks on cider.
No, God damn it. Dixon cider.
Oh, that sounds like a great time. You have someone in mind?
Karma.
Oh.
Already is
I'm gonna
disliked.
find the music video for the Dixon cider song.
Right.
There's already a dislike for the frog already.
Yeah.
Insane awesome. Every time a toilet flushes, a magic beaver punches an angel.
I mean,
I don't get it, but I like.
Bought. Bought.
Damn.
Here, I'll send you some links in the chat.
I don't actually have that active.
Probably wise.
some what?
Have one active.
I don't have
Links
links active. Yeah.
Is that with the whole Hillshire Farms Little Smokies?
Maybe.
Same guys?
I think so.
Any who's-its, any what's-its, any here's-its.
Don't forget the Housits.
No, how's-its were banned by the,
Geneva Convention?
yeah.
Yeah.
How's it, sir? Like, how's it, sir? Yeats number A, stoned on weed beaver with a chainsaw, is a god. I have no idea what that is. That sounds like it's just a random collection of words.
I think it's a bot.
Maybe I do not know. I just don't know. So
Either that or whoever's at the keyboard is high AF.
I mean, with
Stoned on Weed Beaver. Yeah.
and a chainsaw is God.
There's more.
Now the four of you form a party of sorts.
Ooh.
I know.
And
Wait, the fourth? Who's the fourth? Is it Father Solomon?
Father Solomon is
I mean,
currently...
is he just a cardboard cutout, like a 2D? No.
Father Solomon is going to currently be walking around and getting even more information.
Oh, okay.
And the three of you are sent out of the city. You walk for half a mile. Then 1 mile. Then 1.5 miles.
Do you want us to roll perception?
If you want. Feel free to roll your perception, Bard.
Okay, that's a 7. I'm just
Hold on,
enjoying
I'm
the
gonna do
trip.
it too.
I
You
gotta
okay?
find
I'm
the
leading the
thing.
way.
Dig deep.
I found it.
Dig dug.
2.
Okay.
Plus your proficiency. Oh, plus your mod.
They roll again?
Where's your character sheet?
I don't fucking know. Brandon's in charge of my shit.
I am not.
Well, packing it anyway.
Wow. Okay, so
Only if she's
You're gonna
fasted for a day.
I'm the one who told you about that.
Yeah, and I'm letting him
That's not
know.
bad.
Wait,
You
what?
got 21 on perception.
Well
Nice.
then.
No.
Huh?
It's a 0.
So perception, it's alphabetical. So you
Yeah,
get a
it's
plus
not.
2. No.
Nothing.
Plus 0. Okay, so it is a 2. Okay.
From what I remembered, I didn't have anything.
Okay.
You're not the one that rolled for things. You are. Oh, wait.
Alright, so
You.
I will have to do this.
That's a D12.
Maybe you. No.
That's a D10.
You see nothing. You just see rolling farmlands. You see a couple of stray animals that have wandered out of the pen, and you see farmers very clearly being calm as to how they approach the animals, is to not spook them, and they've got some leads over their shoulders to lead them back. I believe we call them ropes.
Lead ropes, yeah.
Yeah. But off in the distance...
What does that
you
look
can-
comment?
I'm so high.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what do I see with my 21?
The 21 is of legal drinking age in the United States of America. But
Unless
in-
you're Wisconsin,
Yeah.
which you're where it's 18.
Let's say it's so much lower in Wisconsin.
It's with a parent.
So, you can, with the 21, you can see, because it's, rolling fields and whatnot, there's really nothing to obscure your vision. Some odd distance away, you're seeing this speck. It's clearly a structure of some kind, but what's weird about it is that it's a structure that looks highlighted.
Question.
Answer.
Did we leave through the gate in order to get to this place?
No.
Okay.
No, the gate specifically is the bumper between the city that you were in and the road leading to the upper city.
Yeah. Okay.
There aren't necessarily gates per se on the ground level.
Okay.
There are clear markers that ye have now entered this place,
Okay.
but it, there
So
are
this is not a heavily fortified town.
not this part. No.
Okay. There may be a keep or two.
Mm-hmm. And there are a couple of watchtowers a few miles out, and you can see one, actually. You can see a couple of them from where you are. As to whether or not they give a shit about you, you can only ascertain no.
That's a good thing. I don't want to call the attention of watchtowers.
Right? The watchtowers just pick themselves up and move over to you like
They just...
Yeah. But this structure in the distance, it definitely looks like a building, but it looks highlighted, almost as if it's obnoxiously painted. And the painting itself is very contrast to the more natural environment around it.
So it kind of looks like that one abandoned store, the one abandoned shop in Zombieland. We want them, you're welcome. The one that they destroyed.
I've seen that movie one time.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about, Ed, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just gaudy and just in the middle of nowhere.
I heard Zombieland 2 was a mixed bag.
It was okay.
I was very happy with it, considering how long I waited for it.
I thought it carried on.
Excited.
I thought it carried on the from the original movie very well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely did.
It looked like one.
I mean, it was too long of a wait.
Yeah.
You could have worked solid trilogy out of that if you hadn't waited so goddamn long.
Well, yeah. Granted, the thing is, what the original pitch was for it to be a TV series, which is why they introduced the whole concept of zombie kill of the week.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, at the time, the networks were all like, "Oh, people don't want it. The American audiences aren't don't want to see a TV show about a zombie apocalypse." And then 3 months later, Walking Dead came out and it was a smash hit. So,
And it was a good written show for one season.
Anyway, yeah.
I didn't even watch.
So we are approaching Dixon's.
So it'll be another mile or two before you reach it.
I stand up and I go, "Hey, look at that building."
The two of you kind of strain your eyes a little bit, and you can make out something.
Wow. That really offsets the rustic decor of the rest of the village.
Yeah, it's weird. It's dumb.
The fuck.
We should rob them?
Why?
How does the room feel about some D&E?
Can I smack him?
No? Alright.
Can you smack him?
Yeah.
Do you have the limbs required to smack a frog?
Do I? No.
Do you?
Can I use my tail, like move it around myself?
Like
Yeah.
Control it,
yeah.
actually. Okay. Some animals can't control that shit. Can I hit him with my tail?
You can hit him with your tail. The tail won't ever have enough, unless you change it with a spell.
No, it just kinda
won't-
like a-
It won't ever have enough power to deal like 1d4 of damage or
Yeah.
anything like that.
I don't
but-
want it to.
Okay. Yes, you can whip him with your tail.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do I have to do something?
No.
Okay.
No. Well, you want to make an attack roll with a d20?
Zarvarax, do you care if a tiefling woman slaps you in the ass with her tail?
That depends.
She's not wearing any Depends.
What is the context?
As a response,
She was declining your suggestion.
as a response to you asking
In a very
what are the party's
appropriate
thoughts
fashion, if you
on
ask
B&E.
I mean, I'm gonna keep hopping so she has to like surprise me.
That is true. He didn't stop walking.
Hopping.
So, hopping, walking, it's the same thing for him. I would say roll athletic. Yeah, roll acrobatics for me, because you're kind of contorting yourself.
Good thing I got +3 acrobatics. What does it say?
It says roll on the tray.
Yeah. Drop dice don't count. Roll again.
Yeah, we rolling again.
Aww. So 1 + 3.
Oof.
So it's 4.
4.
So with your first natural one of the night, your attempts to flick your tail over at the hopping grung causes your it causes your pants to kind of twist a little bit uncomfortably. Not to the point where they rip, and not to the point where you can't just right them. But it's one of those instances where the fabric kind of twists on like muscles and stuff like that. It gets really uncomfortable,
And it just throws off the whole...
Yeah.
Just do that one, like the side step, like guys have to do to fix their junk.
It takes most guys only one. I need to have a good 30 seconds.
Whatever it takes.
I'd do whatever it takes.
Do I
Most
just
guys-
It's the surreptitious hitch.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it's different for some
If
guys.
you're
The smaller
walking-
it is, the less you have to work on it.
I would say that you don't quite notice her tail whipping because you're kind of in front of her, but you do hear her. What would be the equivalent to a "damn it" from Karma as her pants get twisted.
Ah, fuck.
You do hear "yeah fuck" from the
turn around
TV,
to see what's wrong?
and she's writing her pants about,
Really?
Good.
correcting them.
You good? I
Yeah.
don't care. Keep hopping.
Spoken like a true lawyer.
Just didn't do it.
How about no?
Okay, Dr. Evil.
Yes, I think we'd rather stick to the mission and not actually try and steal anything from these people.
You do realize,
Well, hypothetical.
Zarvarax, you do realize that you can use your shape-shifting abilities to turn into a mini him.
How about no?
I shall call him Mini-Me.
Just keep hopping.
He is not interested in that plan.
Well, I haven't been able to short rest.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, that only counts for the druid. That doesn't count for the.
Oh, you guys know it's changeling?
as a
This is
As a character,
this
no.
is metagaming. This is metagaming.
Oh.
yeah, player knowledge he knows.
I know you're. A druid.
I never told him. I don't know how he figured it out.
Well, let's see. we have a hospital full of druids here.
He turned
Who
into
can also-
a dog.
Yeah, he turned into a dog, which is not something that a changeling can do.
What?
Unless, that's something that a druid can do. Changelings turn into sentient beings, not dogs.
So,
Right.
So he thinks you're a grung druid.
No, I was asking how you found out he was a changeling.
He changed into a dog.
That's how you found out?
Yeah.
You found out that he changed... You thought he was a changeling because he morphed into a dog.
No. I know he's a druid because he morphed into a dog.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I could have... No, I'm saying, like, I don't remember telling you he was a changeling. I remember...
Yeah, you did.
I remember saying...
You mentioned it. Times.
Yeah. I mentioned that we thought about doing it. I don't remember saying that we made it definitive.
Oh.
Anyway. Oh, well.
But that's metagame. My character just thinks he's a grung druid.
Of course.
A rather articulate grung for that, but still.
He's a lawyer.
I know. He's incredibly articulate for a grung. They're normally just like grunts and squeals.
Right.
Yeah.
That's racist.
That's a fact.
It's only racist if it's not true.
Our people speak GVN. That's grung vernacular. Damn, what's the language?
GVN?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Grung vernacular Valnuran.
Grung vernacular Valnuran. GVN.
GNV. GVN. No, wait, I was right the first time. Vernacular Valnuran. Hold on.
It would have been GVV.
Are they in Volos or are they in are they in Volos or are they in the monster manual?
Changelings are in
No, I'm talking about the grung.
They're in
it is
above.
Volos.
Yeah.
156.
So, anyway. You continue on your trek for another mile or so. And eventually all three of you are able to see a single cabin on this open plain.
Well, the languages are grung.
Yeah.
What color are you, by the way?
Right now?
Yeah.
The model is green.
Yeah, I'm. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Because I'm not all one color.
Yep. The main color is green, but
What do you look like, a tree frog?
yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Actually, they're closer to poison dart frogs. Actually, so
let's see. He's
Can I roll some animal? Is it? Can I roll nature?
You may. I don't know. Can you?
I like to roll nature.
Yes, you can.
That is. Is it wisdom or is it intelligence? That's
I believe
intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's green with orange spots.
Okay, so apparently he knows about grung. I was rolling to see if he knew anything about the fact that their skin's poisonous.
That's what you were talking about. That would have been history, actually.
History? Okay.
Yeah,
It's
because
still,
you have to keep it, like, when it comes to something that you do not know, and it's not something that you can, like, examine through experience, that is learning history.
Okay, so that,
And, like, that would need to be re-rolled, because...
well, it's the same modifier, so it's +2.
Yeah.
It's still intelligence.
I would still request that you
Okay.
re-roll that.
Okay.
Like, rolling for history. Because I missed the initial part of that.
Okay. No, okay, apparently not. Alright, so you rolled a 5. So it's a 7 total, sorry.
7 total? Okay. Yeah. Another reason for the need to change in history is because... Sorry, the need to change to history is because grung are very selective in where they are native to.
Mm-hmm.
And Max wouldn't have been... You know, he grew up in Drifell, so grung just do not come from here.
Because
there's practically no reason to research them other than going out of your way to do so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if he would have known, he would have warned you to not hit the grung with your tail because you get poisoned, but he doesn't know. So.
What?
The cannon is safe. Clearly Disney hasn't bought us yet.
Yeah. We actually like our fans.
What fans we do have.
Yes. No,
Now.
seriously, like the lady who was like
Hey,
in charge of
we peaked at
Star
4
Wars after
viewers.
We did. It was nice.
hated the fans.
And only two of them were players.
You what?
Yeah, well.
So, the lot of you do get close enough to see this particular cabin.
I hope it's larger than a cabin if it's a supply depot.
The exterior of the cabin reminds you of a children's picture book. The structure is simple, yet the colors are vibrant, and the features, like the spotless windows and the trail of smoke billowing out the single chimney, are exaggerated. Despite being against the backdrop of normal grassy plains and overcast sky, you almost expect a smiling sun to be placed suspiciously close above the roof of the place. To the left of to the left side of the cabin is a lean-to and several square bales of hay. The lean-to is similarly cartoonish in design, only slightly more hastily put together. Only slightly more hastily put together. As you could swear the lean-to has what you can only describe as blank spots. The bales of hay are a stark contrast to the structure around them, as they appear to have been taken from the local farmers you just departed. They are stacked properly, and a thin layer of hay strands lay around the ground.
Chaff.
Yeah, suggesting this isn't a recent residency.
So like they lived there for a while.
Squatters lie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start looking for breadcrumbs.
Okay. All right, roll that perception.
15.
Okay. You do not find any breadcrumbs.
Okay.
But you do find wood shavings.
Okay.
More like, imagine the wood shavings that have been so they're kind of curled around themselves,
Okay.
and they were clearly carved off of
whittled,
something.
like someone was whittling. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is it
Potentially
a small pile? Is it a small pile, or is it like someone has actually done some serious woodworking over here and just forgot to clean up?
More the latter. More
Okay.
the latter. Like, just forgot to clean up these spots all around.
Okay.
But for the most part, those are closer to the lean-to. Almost like someone was just sitting down and just working on something around there.
Bored?
Yep. Because there are 4 dug-in spots from where a chair was sitting and weight had been placed atop it.
Okay.
Just slightly digging in.
How large is this building? Is this like a...
It is a single-story cabin with just enough space up above for a small attic.
Okay.
And like I said, it looks like a stereotypical children's drawing of a cabin.
Okay.
A square and a triangle.
Mm-hmm.
Is it an illusion?
Roll Arcana.
4.
Ah.
Damn! Those wizards. I can't tell. I don't know.
I start running full speed into it.
Full speed, huh?
I saw your lips move, but the mic cut.
Full speed, huh?
Yeah?
Alright, where do you aim? Do you aim for the one or the other glass window on either side, or do you aim for the door in the middle? Do you aim for the wall in between?
Any wall, ground level, it's an illusion. I'm gonna pass through it.
Well, which part?
Just the wall. Just wall.
Okay, so you run head
Let's
first.
say on the wall to the left of the door.
Yeah.
Boom!
Is he all right?
I hope not.
Hey, it's not an illusion.
You're gonna take 1 slap of damage for running head first into a fucking wooden wall.
That's fair.
Maybe we should probably knock.
Ladies first.
It seemed like an illusion at the time. For the record.
I'm sure.
Whatever you have been consuming, we will cut you off in the future because obviously.
Alright. Go and knock on the door.
Alright.
Because there's smokes. It's gotta be in there.
Oh, do I see any cart tracks?
You do not.
Okay.
That was a good option. Or good, yeah.
Hmm? Yes. You knock on the door.
Knock, knock, knocking on Dixon's door.
And you wait. And you hear no response.
Do it again. Do it again.
All right, so you'll need to remind me a little bit. You said your family were tanners.
Yeah.
Your parents were hippies,
Obviously, if they have a frog for a son.
right? And you have spent the last 10 years at a monastery, basically. How often does Carmen knock on doors, or does she just open them?
Well, you knock first. It's polite, especially
Okay.
after moving.
Around Father Solomon, you knock on those doors before you move.
Right? Seriously.
Also, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
For different
not
reasons.
her doors.
No, you
No,
just,
you
just use
you
her
knock on the door
knockers.
just in case Sarah's on the other side.
Yeah.
Because you never know where she's going to be.
We prefer not to remember Sarah.
It's okay. It's a soft impact.
No, that's the other one. Was there Madeline?
No, Tamaki.
Tamaki. Yeah, that's Tamaki.
Closest that.
And then there's Jeeves. Bang. Wasted.
Alright. Well, no one answered, so try to open it.
He's a wizard, died of...
You open the door?
Try to. See if it's allowed.
You open the door.
Okay.
There are no locks on the inside of the door.
What kind of...
Should we just be going in there?
I mean, what if someone's hurt? I mean, that's why they didn't answer.
That is a possibility.
Yeah, good Samaritan law.
It feels like
Get in there.
What?
the good what?
Good Samaritan law.
I know.
Yeah, good Samaritan law. Get in there.
Right? I'm technically a garden trainer.
Trust me, I'm a lawyer, sort of.
Well,
He
legally
knows-
speaking, you are.
He knows laws.
Well, legally speaking, it's not illegal. But
Do you step inside?
Yeah.
Inside the cabin is a strange return to normal. The floor is freshly polished oak, and the walls are covered with shelves. The main room of the cabin is roughly 60 by 50 feet and right-angle corners. On the shelves, you see books, scrolls, empty potion bottles, glass cases with dried meats inside, various bottles of wine, portraits of people and characters that seem to fit right into children's books, and an assortment of toy figures resembling various caricatures of men and women, soldiers, kings, queens, dancers, an owl, etc.
An owl?
An owl. Like a wooden owl carving, that
Yeah.
thing. I meant to move that to a different part, and that's why it sounds a little weird. But you've got like it's essentially think Nutcracker style wooden characters,
Uh-huh.
you know,
The stuff he's been whittling.
Uh-huh.
yes, and then there's just like an owl, you know.
Yeah, just like, right, okay. Oh, so these are statue caricatures of...
Yes.
Got it,
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
I was thinking they were...
Wait,
when you said characters, I was
This
thinking
big or
paintings.
like this big?
Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
the sizes,
The range, the whole range.
the sizes do vary, but the average one is about a foot tall. About a foot tall. Hanging from the shelves are bags and leather cases filled with tools, hammers and nails, chisels, paintbrushes of various sizes, the medieval equivalent of screwdrivers.
I'm fairly certain they had screwdrivers then.
They probably had screwdrivers, but they would have been like a variation of what we've got now, because I really don't think they would have had screws the same
Yeah.
way we do now.
yeah, they weren't like Phillips had.
Yeah. Yeah. And sticks of various lengths. In the corners of the main room inside the cabin lay 2 chests and 2 beer barrels. The chests are closed but have no visible locks on them. And the barrels, even from where you stand at the front entrance, have that distinct smell of aging beer coming from inside them. Fermenting beer. Sorry, fermenting. What?
Have you ever smelled fermenting beer?
Once.
Ah.
It was fermented at home.
Uh-huh.
So it don't smell very good in here.
It does not smell like the final product.
It does not.
I mean, the final product in itself.
Do you need me to
doesn't
move
smell
the...
Just a little bit.
Okay.
We don't need to angle the camera, but this is just because one of us keeps on asking for visual aid.
You're welcome.
Could be.
Alright, so. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60.
Why does squiggles?
Because this is going away. This dry erase marker is slowly dying.
You just dip it in some water.
Yeah, maybe. There we go. Mostly for your benefit.
Okay. And there's obviously no one here then, huh?
Nope.
So Max is gonna go,
What the fuck?
hello?
Alright.
Ding, ding, ding. Anyone here?
You call out into the room and hear nothing back. Here we go. Okay, now I have to find the chests in this bag of paint. Feel free to talk about what you're doing as you look around this place. And yes, this is something that I need to mention. There is a there's another door right about
Are
here.
you sure we're high enough level to handle that?
Well, no, but she needs to learn that death is a possibility.
Yeah.
But there's a second door leading to another back room
Probably
right about
okay.
here.
Okay. So, okay, now horror movies are always done in a minor key, right? To make that isn't
Something, yeah.
so yeah, he's gonna strike up a song of uncertainty in a minor key.
I don't think that's gonna help. Just make it creepier.
I don't see a problem with this.
Well, we should probably look around. Like, there's a reason we're here.
Well, we're here because
Correct.
because what was the guy's name again?
Dixon?
Aaron
No.
Keldor?
Because we're here because Keldor was supposed to be going to be coming here.
Well, we could wait inside.
Ostensibly to pick up supplies and for potions. Do I see anything that could possibly be used to be used in potion making?
At this part of it, no. But there's something else that I forgot to mention
Dun dun dun!
because it's written down.
Uh-huh.
Right around here is a fireplace, and it's one of those fireplaces that opens to the other side as well. There is the leftovers of a fire, but no visible fire is coming from that place.
But then how did we see such distinctive smoke?
I don't know. Why did you? Though mostly empty, the room has plenty of space for chairs and a table. Upon closer examination, it looks like thin scuff marks on the ground suggest a table has been used here before. Yeah.
Just not there now.
Yep.
Okay.
How?
Now the scuff marks that you can see upon entering are kind of closer to the center here.
Well, my question is, so the fire's been put out.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a way to tell how recent it was put out?
Oh, there are several ways. The question is, did you ever live with a wooden fireplace to tell?
Well, usually you could smell smoke. And
That is
feel
one
the
such
heat.
method. Roll perception.
Which one?
I use druid
It's the
craft
D20
to smell smoke.
Well, I know, but I gotta pick which one. 11. 11.
The scent of the scent of a woodworker's shop fills your nostrils more than anything else, and then you smell it. The distinct scent of burning wood. In the corner, you see Zarvrax.
Magic!
I would turn around.
You see the back of Zavrax. I like how he said he would. Sorry, I like how he said that he would turn around, not that he wasn't obviously casting a spell.
I'm expecting her to be naive.
Max is going to go to the fireplace.
Goodbye, guys.
Good job,
I'm smart.
Maxwell Smith.
SMRT.
But can you shop it?
So,
Shop smart.
I thought you were just being stupid about the way to
Shop
say
S-Mart.
shit.
Yeah, you said you were going over to the fireplace?
Rosewood handle. Yes, I'm going to go over to the fireplace to see if it's still warm.
It is not.
It is not. It's a cold fireplace.
Yep.
So somebody.
Did you actually ask where the smoke was coming from? Like in character? Or
No,
you?
but-
No? Okay.
You can. If you want to.
What?
It's you know what? It's a common question. If there's no fire going on out there, and there's a clear, exaggerated smoke billow coming out of the chimney outside.
That'd be a 13, so yeah, he probably would. Okay. Yeah. If the fire's out, where's the smoke coming from? Are there any stairs?
There are no.
Is there a trap door in the ceiling?
It doesn't appear to be at this particular junction, but you do see the door frame, because there's no actual physical door, leading to a separate back room.
Okay. Okay. Are there any food leftovers in the fireplace? Like
Food leftovers?
like a cauldron or like something on a spit? Just out of curiosity.
No, there are not. You do see what look like. Imagine the difference between wood chards and bread chards.
Okay.
It's
So basically like someone finished a dinner and then just dropped in the fire.
yeah,
Leftovers. Okay.
kind of like that.
He just wanted to roll on my paper.
Yeah, he stretched out and then got the fuck off. He's a man.
Well, that sounds more like a woman.
Now there is
Oh,
another-
okay.
Stretched out and then got off. Anyway.
Can he? What can he see? No, you said that this is the type of fireplace that is like,
Yeah.
like in the middle of a room. If you you can see through it.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do I see through the other side? I mean, how high is this fireplace?
Well, there's
is
a
it
door.
like 2
we
feet
can
high?
just go to-
It's about. It is.
we're
It's
talking-
2 feet. It's 2
2
feet
feet,
high.
okay.
Sorry, 2.5 feet. Yeah.
Okay,
I remembered
okay.
how small 2 feet is.
So can he? So he's going to take a look in the room beyond. Does he see anything in the room beyond?
Wasn't expecting you to do this specifically. I was thinking you would use the fucking door.
Oh, I'm not gonna crawl through the fireplace.
When have we ever used the door?
Right?
I ran headlong into the wall. That was like tipped you off.
You did, yes. Through the door, I mean fireplace, you see a room roughly 60 feet by 30. Near the center of the room, but off to the right a little bit, so closer to the fireplace.
So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stands an iron brazier with multicolored flame calmly dancing inside.
Ah.
Yeah. So the flame is not coming from underneath the cauldron; it is coming from in the cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
Is that it, magic?
Yeah.
I called it.
Yeah.
The whole thing's an illusion, man.
Wooden countertops are visible on the left-hand side against the back wall of this room, with cabinet doors like any other kitchen countertop would have. Looking over to the right, bit strained though you may be, kind of like sticking your head through a fireplace.
Well, I would I assume it's like probably about this wide or so for the draw.
Not quite this wide. I think more like this wide.
Okay. All right. Well.
Tiny fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barely enough to warm the place. Of course, we're slightly more temperate here.
A bedroll stand, to the right of it. A bedroll stands on its end against the back corner of the far right wall. Near the far corner of the right wall is a back door. Much like the chests and the front door, there are no visible locks on this door.
Okay. Is there a register? Like a...
Nope.
Nope.
No. Just kind of looks like a cabin kitchen.
Okay.
So what is Zarvrex doing in all this time? Because we've got Karma going inside and Max going through the fireplace.
I was just going to the bathroom. Can I do just like a... I want to hop back outside and just do a perimeter sweep.
Alright, sure. We can do that. And then we'll let you go to the bathroom then.
Roll perception first.
We'll let him do that when he gets back.
Okay.
Oh, here, I'll roll it now and I can still hear you while I'm in the bathroom. Hey, 21.
21 again. Okay.
You get to see everything.
He sees everything. He sees the orgy on the side, what with, everyone dressed up as bees. They're all just huddled around the one woman.
Oh, God.
So, the 21 on the perimeter sweep actually shows him that there are a couple of, well, how do I say this? I wasn't planning on a perimeter sweep of 21 because there's honestly not much to see surrounding.
Why is
this
this abandoned? If they're expecting company, they should not be. This place should not be abandoned.
There might be a rendezvous point.
There is. Sorry, not there is. There is a pile of firewood that's kind of like there is an extension on the side of the cabinet itself that just kind of hangs from the side wall over the wood pile, protected from the rain.
Does everyone say sorry when they barely raise me?
I never said sorry.
Oh, I thought you did.
If I did say sorry, it was in reference to what I was describing, not to the grazing.
I was like, he just did it. He just did it. Oh my God.
No, he's going to be attacking your bag for a while now.
That's alright.
Because that's what he does. But other than the wood pile that's being protected from the rain, there is a second wood pile that seems to be of far higher quality wood than the pile that's clearly designed for the fireplace. It would appear like these are specifically designed. Sorry, these are specifically separated for a different purpose.
Whittling.
Obviously. No way. But I don't know if Zarvrax actually went inside the fucking cabin, so he doesn't know that. Well, I don't know if he knows that because he never specified he went inside.
He didn't go inside.
Exactly. So
Well, no. You did take a couple steps inside and then decide to do a perimeter check, right?
most likely.
He fucked with me with the little fire beam.
Right.
He did. So yes. So logic would dictate that this particular pile of wood, separated from the first one, is designed for wood carving of some nature. It's a smaller pile than the first, but it's still fairly numerous in a... Well, yeah, it's still quite a bit of wood there.
It's a lot of wood.
I know. It's like a casting couch.
Like a carving couch.
Right?
Ow! Stop.
So...
Carving couch, okay.
Carving couch.
Yes.
Neat.
There is a...
There was some sanding.
There is
That's a pounding.
There is a wheelbarrow.
Jabbing.
There's a wheelbarrow placed on its side, kind of leaning against the back of the cabin itself. You walk by, you see the back door. Do you continue your 360 degrees, or do you try to enter through the back door first?
No, I'll go all the way around.
All the way around, the other side of this place seems just unfinished. And I don't mean that the structure doesn't exist. I mean like the paint job isn't done. And unlike the actual, unlike other cabins or the barns that you have just, came from, this wood is parchment white. It looks more like a crude sketch rather than an actual construct. That was chopped down or anything like that.
Does it look like it has any sort of treatments to it? Or is it just unpainted timber?
It looks like the world's greatest origami you've ever fucking seen.
So...
It's like straight up wood panels.
Is it an illusion, though?
You slam your fist against it, knowing full well what happened last time, and you hear the solid clunk of flipper on wooden wall. And it's
flame. Do it again.
The best way that I can describe it would be imagine a comic book in its various iterations. You've got the sketch work, then the line work, then the coloring. This side of the cabin looks like the coloring is not done yet. How there is coloring coming from one side going forward, and then there's coloring from another side coming to reach it, but there's a big portion of this wall that just hasn't been colored in yet. And unlike an actual tree, imagine this part right here.
Yeah.
This part, that's unpainted wood. It's not this color. It's that color.
Okay.
Parchment white color.
Did someone painted it white first?
Nope.
Oh.
Alright.
It is
I'm going to go
100%
inside
unpainted.
and...
We're not seeing any of this. It's all him, so.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go inside and share my findings.
You hop inside, and you see Max sticking his head in the fireplace. Looking around.
Bent over, sticking his head in?
He'd have to be on all fours for this, yeah. You see Karma. What is Karma doing at this point?
I'm
Well, it's been a good probably 30 to 45 seconds since he left, since he went out. So we'll probably have had a few,
You said
you have to. The way I'm thinking it is that you got inside, you took a step in, he did his spell, and then he took his patrol at the same time you went over to inspect the fireplace.
Okay. So Karma still has a few actions that she can do.
Yep.
I'm gonna look in the chest.
Okay. You go over to the chest. Which one are you going for? The left one or the right one?
Do I notice we're doing this?
Well, your head's in the fireplace.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for. Well,
You can hear her moving around.
I'll go for the right one because he's in the fireplace, which is he's probably next to the left one, so it'll be cluttered. So I'll go to the right one probably.
Should we place the miniatures at the appropriate locations?
If you'd like. And I shall replace this with that.
Ooh.
Your video just got all funky.
Oh. Well, hopefully the stream is okay.
The stream's a little bit delayed, so let's see. Oh, yeah, the stream's fine.
Nice. Good.
What?
You just talk to the hand.
What are you doing?
I was trying to give you a perspective high five
Oh.
with the other. But
The chests do not contain any real gold. Rather, in addition to fake gold, they carry stuffed animals of various sizes, a handful of board games, what appear to be rule books of some kind. You know, like they kind of look about this size. Right? They look like instruction manuals.
holy crap! We just invaded the source.
You mean
That's
here?
what your screen looks like.
I'll look at it in a bit.
It's okay. Just watch. Sort of watch the stream.
Okay,
Just a little behind.
gotcha.
So go easy on the visual cues.
That's fair. Hopefully I won't have to rely on them then. Do you take out one of the books from the chest?
Sure.
The rule book is for an RPG called Towers and Technomancers.
We need to go deeper. We sit down and start to play a role-playing game.
You have to get inside of his head.
So, welcome to the Tales of Drifell, subsection Towers and Technomancers, where Max, Karma, and Zarvarax all sit down, and, well, we're doing a session 0 in our session 3. Session 3 dash session 0 of Towers and
Technomancers.
Sorry,
Father Solomon shows up. The fuck are you guys doing?
Oh, there'd be plenty to work with. Don't worry.
So it looks like we're gonna need some dice for this. Is there any dice in here? Oh.
Check
Oh,
the
if
other
one of
chest.
you, if one of your player characters had a background with proficiency in dice, that'd be broken. In addition to the Towers and Technomancers RPG rulebook, there's a smaller box inside this chest filled with miniature figures.
For fuck's sake.
I told you we just invaded the source. Actually, wait,
So
it'd
we
be more like
basically went to your house.
Hey, this cabin has far greater customer service reviews than the source does.
oh.
Okay.
Probably be a real sick burn if I'd ever been into the source.
The source is fine. It's. I'm not saying it's a horrible place. I'm just. It's.
You don't want to go there.
It's.
You don't want to go there. That's what it boils down. You don't want to go there. Okay.
It's one of those.
You
instances-
personally don't want to go there. I go there all the time, but
No, it's not that I don't want to go there. It's one of those instances where I go there, and I always feel like there's something off, but I can't put my finger on it. If that makes any
Hold
sense.
on. Is Source the one that's like...
It's right by
next to
Eric the Black Man.
McDonald's?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I bought my player handbook, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
I
right.
buy a bunch of my books there too. So.
Didn't you guys used to play at the other one that's up by the...
Yep.
Yes, we did.
Which actually, this would be a little more, accurate to them because Fantasy Flight does actually, it does actually like you can take games and play them.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Pretty neat, Rodney.
So Zarvarax enters the cabin as Karma picks up the rule book of Towers and Technomancers, first edition.
What are you... Are you stealing that?
No, I'm just looking. Trying to find something.
This is not our place.
It's
What are
a
you
man
doing in this
that's
fireplace
technically
then?
salvaged.
I'm simply looking.
Okay.
It certainly isn't your place.
Is it actually... Dixon? Hello?
The fuck?
What did that...
Yes,
do? Okay, we seriously... we did-
you heard that voice call out.
Yeah. Hello? Is there anyone here besides us?
Where'd the voice come from?
You can roll perception to locate it.
Yeah.
It was very brief.
Well,
This is only trespassing if you identify it as private property. We are doing nothing wrong.
18.
Ooh.
That thing, the voice came from above you. And
Aha!
behind
And what?
you. Above and behind. So
How the
from
fuck?
up here, but over there.
Oh, okay. So,
I searched for a trapdoor in the ceiling.
All right. Roll investigation.
bye-bye.
In the tray.
But in response to your comment, Zarvarax.
No, that is a dirty 20.
In response to your comment, Zarvarax, the voice pipes up. It was private until you lot showed up.
It did not have the required signage.
So, Max,
really
you're
playing
looking
up this lawyer thing, aren't you?
Yeah,
Correct.
it's his character. Come on.
I know.
So you're looking up at the ceiling. You're kind of looking up. You hear that voice again. You're kind of. You think you're looking in the right direction, but there's like it's not. It's never where you're looking, and it's not necessary. And now that you're listening for where this voice is, it's not coming from the ceiling. It is coming from on a higher place, but it's not from the ceiling itself.
Well, we knocked, but nobody answered. Again.
All right. The voice is silent.
A piece of property cannot be owned by a voice from the ether.
That is true. I'm a lawyer. Mostly. Oh, hey.
I'm going to. Max is gonna go through the second set of doors.
Right.
All right.
All right. Is there a stairway?
There is not a stairway, but there is a ladder. There's a ladder.
Aha.
The ladder is against the wall on the other side.
Back here.
No, no, against this wall.
Okay.
The connecting wall.
Yeah.
All right. So. Hello. We don't mean to trespass.
What do you think you're doing over there? It is at this point, Karma, that your perception casts singles it out. It's the wooden owl.
Do you point it out?
Yeah, I can point it out.
Right? How does Karma point it out?
Is this Artemis?
That fucking thing's talking, dude.
I'm in the other room. I can't hear you.
Well, you can hear her. You just don't know where she's pointing.
Yeah. Right.
You can obviously hear me. The fireplace is hollow.
Oh yeah. Right there. Wait.
Don't worry. We can fix this. Pretty explain.
Taking a selfie with some demons, yo. Oh, ghouls. The Wizard of Oz. I'm really wishing I could pay attention to there and here at the same time.
I thought that's why you put it up on your phone.
I did, but I had to switch over to notes because that's where I had the description of the cabin.
Why don't you have another device?
So Max will come back through here. He's like, the what?
That fucking thing right there. The fucking owl.
I see no copulating owl on the shelf.
I sound like my dad.
It is a very the chest feathers on this owl, which are like it's a dramatically emphasized, like proud owl, like ruffles a little bit. It's a it's really weird feather looking wood. I beg your pardon.
Hey, how do you know? This is not in character. I'm just. How do you know if a joke is a dad joke?
No.
When it becomes apparent.
Ah!
Boo.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
Really?
No, that's actually funny. It's not just a bad pun. I like it. I like that a lot.
I think he's been spending too much time around Max.
Yeah.
Well, someone needs to educate the young Lord Maximus, and it's certainly not going to be you.
Ooh.
I am higher qualifications, don't you know?
Where the fuck are these?
Well, would an uneducated man paint a wooden plastic ballista
Yes.
that rotates 160 degrees and has a, up and down?
Yes. Uneducated.
Yes. Yes. You mean elevation change?
If I said that, the joke wouldn't work.
Okay.
You're ruining the joke. Talk about something becoming apparent. So, it's a talking wooden owl. What do you got? What are you guys doing?
I walk over to him and I go, have you or a loved one been turned into a lawn ornament? No compensation. Do I get a response?
The wooden owl
So
turns its head to face you.
Which shelf is the owl on?
This one.
This one here?
Yeah, above the,
So, I'm guessing, yep, we
above
are...
that.
Would you get that close? No.
I mean, there's no reason why he can't.
I'm not saying
The
it's
shelf-
not. I'm just-
The shelf that the owl is on is above the barrels themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just kind of looking down at all of you. I'll have you know that I have always been this beautiful form. I'll have you know.
Chicken.
Meow mix. I'm fucking scared.
Is that Bob Sullivan I hear?
That is indeed.
You almost walked in on us gonna play.
Towers and Technomancers. Dixon's Cabin has a first edition rulebook of Towers and Technomancers.
Oh, I'm stealing that.
The joke of the Matrix. We gotta go deeper.
No, that was Inception.
Oh, Inception.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Inception.
wrong movie.
Yes.
I mean, they
Oh,
both
rabbit holes.
line up.
There was...
though.
Are you familiar with the Tales of Scheherazade?
Nope.
What was it?
Scheherazade
No,
sounds like a place I'd make up.
No. Like the Arabian Nights Tales from Arabian Nights is all from the Tales of Scheherazade, because she basically she was a woman in
Would you like one?
You goddamn right I want a voodoo.
Hoodoo.
What?
Voodoo. You do.
Hoodoo?
You do.
Do what?
Voodoo.
Remind me of the babe?
What babe?
Power?
David Bowie.
What power?
The power of the babe. So they enter the cabin that looks like it came straight out of a children's book. They open the door because it's not locked. There's no lock anywhere on it. They've got 2 chests on the right, 2 beer barrels on the left, and this one opened up one of the chests and saw a bunch of stuffed animals, a bunch. What else did I put in there?
I avoided the mimic.
A book. The miniature figures.
Yep.
Kid mimic.
Yeah.
A mimic.
Kimimic.
It's a juvenile, a gym mimic, a juvenile mimic.
A gimmick?
A gym mimic, because they debate people.
Well, a mimic would sound like they're from Jamaica, so... Mimic.
Ah, those
Yaman.
jiggers.
No, it's called...
That's right. You have to be a half orc to be a jigger.
Any hoots and
And a gnome is Knigger.
So-
Hard K, baby. Knigger.
What about a kegger?
Kegger?
Yeah, beer
no,
keg.
They're a half pint.
Is that the printer that's doing that?
We don't have a printer.
Yeah, you do. But
Yes, you do.
it might be
Did
getting
you
low on
forget?
toner.
I do think we need to fix the plastic one a little bit because it's not printing the way I want. It's printing like it's printing sparsely, like it's a little bit and then a little bit and then a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Calibrate things.
I think it might have a loose part or two actually.
It also could be the humidity because that
Alright.
Keep moving it.
I'll recalibrate the program
That's
then.
something I gotta do.
Oh, that's something you have to do.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, okay.
All right. So
I say you don't know how to do it, but I haven't showed you, so.
But yes.
Don't have you know, I've always looked this majestic. Thank you very much.
It's a dwarven owl.
No, yeah, kind of. I wasn't going for dwarven, but
It's a dwowl.
There's a thingamajigger.
a thingamajigger?
A thingamanigger?
That's,
I mean, I
Threaten-
think I'm a nigger.
you did what with your wool?
you know, I'm gonna let the players read that, Lynn.
Yeah,
You're not here.
That's what I was going for with the whole produce flame.
What?
All right. Assuming that Zarvarax has the cantrip known as Produce Flame, he
I
likes
do. On
Produce
account of
Flame.
how I'm a druid.
The wooden owl kind of does a dance back, as in like,
Oh, I beg your pardon.
It moves.
So Max is gonna walk over to Xyloft over there and like put his hand on his arm. Say, whoa, hold on. We don't want to burn him yet. Depends on how forthcoming he is.
Brother Solomon enters and just witch bolts everything.
well, do you actually
Shocking.
want to? Because you'll have to bring out your dice for that.
No. I'm letting the children play.
Well, Lynn's only here in spirit.
That's enough.
Yeah, she got work or something. I don't know.
Yeah, she is.
The last text I got from her was LOL, so I stopped talking.
That'll do it. Yeah, she's at work right now, but she's watching the stream. Keeping up to date with current events.
You come into this place uninvited, and you go through the chest. You go to the back room, and you want me to answer your questions. The nerve!
Well, if there were anyone else here we could ask, we would.
You can wait outside if that's the case. Harumph!
Any
he like harumphs and just like looks. You know that's not where he was looking originally, but it's deliberately like harumph.
right.
Take
So would I be correct in guessing that you are not Dixon?
Astute observation. I am Archimedes.
Oh God. Really? Oh jeez. Okay.
Hey, that was a fantastic movie.
It
I'll have
was.
to know.
It was.
Okay, The Sword and the Stone is the movie that made me fall in love with the Arthurian legend.
Mm.
And then I found out how brutal the actual legends are, and I'm like, oh my!
Yeah. Yeah.
Significantly different!
Oh yeah. Well,
They
yeah.
had to
didn't-
water it
al-
down.
Mordred
cannot-
alone!
You cannot make a Disney movie, at least not an animated Disney movie, out of the Arthurian legend without doing some major overhauls.
I mean, it's the same with damn near every single one that they've done.
That is true. However,
There's
I mean, in all honesty, though, you honestly could have done because I'm familiar with the tale of the Snow Queen.
You just leave the cheating queen / cheating Lancelot out of the picture, and we can do work with something here.
Yeah, except for the story behind Mordred and his
Yep. And
conception.
Morgan.
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember which one was the original? Because I've heard two versions. The version where Mordred was conceived through Morgan's magic, and the other one where it was done with Morgan raping the king, basically.
I've always heard the latter.
Figures.
And I think, technically speaking, though, like, Morgan Le Fay and Arthur were actually half-siblings.
I would not be surprised.
But I'm not entirely sure on that.
I mean, birth defects don't really necessarily happen until a couple generations of inbreeding.
This is true.
Still not a good idea to start the habit, though.
No, yeah, definitely not.
So.
Sweet home Alabama.
More like my mom's side of the family.
Oh, is that why your hands are so freakishly tiny?
No, that's my dad.
Oh, okay.
Your dad has small hands?
Yeah.
Really?
He makes all of the women feel
His
good about
hands are
themselves.
Well, his are a little bit thicker.
Very good about themselves.
Well, my mom to this day still calls my dad and says, "Can you please?" No. There was this one time.
We're gonna leave that there.
There was this one time.
Wow. Okay.
That reminds me, because you saw the cauldron, I should put this down.
But yeah, no, there was this one time where my mom was with her husband at the time in bed after having sex, calls me or my dad, I don't remember which one, says, "David, do you think you could fly down here and make a videotape with me so we can show my husband how to actually fuck me right?" On speaker, and I'm just like, "Mom!"
Loving relationships.
My dad hasn't had sex in 26 years.
Hey, get out.
We're 24, 25, I don't know. One of them. I don't think he's got the moves.
He's currently grateful for his small hands.
Lynn says kinky. So.
Seriously.
Archimedes.
What did I miss?
Oh, what did you miss? Oh, wow. Nothing appropriate to the story, though. So we'll
Nothing
keep moving
appropriate
on.
to the story, but we did learn an interesting, fun fact about Sam's
Parents,
yeah.
So, moving on.
Well, move on.
I'm not going to throw the cat. That's Zach's job. I will simply shove him off the table while we're playing the game.
We got stick.
Stick power.
Hey, can I see that?
It's not invisible.
Hands me the...
Oh!
Keep that for later.
He's in charge with beating the pussy. Like every time the pussy gets on the table. He's in charge.
You just smack near it so to get scared a little bit.
All right, fine. So,
you're supposed to treat the pussy right.
well, you're the one who suggested.
I was petting it earlier.
Now you gotta slap it a couple times to get the blood pumping.
Right.
I told you that.
I could have sworn that was Lynn who told me that.
I told you that.
Well, one of you fucking told me that while we were having a conversation about it. Anyway. But yes, Archimedes, I believe you were the one who asked the question last, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he said, "I'm Archimedes." That was the last thing that happened.
No, of course not. I am Archimedes. And I am an educated owl.
I'm happy for you. Is this the abode of Dixon?
Roll an insight check on this wooden statue.
15.
It's a little difficult to read the emotions of a plank of wood. Just ask.
My dad sent me a video.
Much like watching a Brie Larson movie, it's difficult to tell what emotion is being conveyed.
Hey, I thought Scott Pilgrim vs. the World was pretty good.
I forgot she was in that one.
I did not like that movie.
Really?
I did not like it.
Really?
All right, which
It was hilarious.
I mean, when.
Anyway,
I do find it
You
amazing
do-
that half those people turn out to be superheroes, but yeah.
it is.
The
How would I say
vegan
this?
thing was funny.
He appears to be a little irritated, but
Yeah.
not necessarily angry at that question. It's more the sense like, oh yeah, him, type of a frustration.
Mm-hmm. Well, and to be honest, we are not actually here to meet Dixon. We are here. We are here to meet.
Well, if we're not here to meet Dixon, why are you here?
Because this is where we're supposed to meet. And what the hell is the guy's name?
Aaron Keldor.
Keldor.
If you
Keldor.
need help remembering it,
I should write it
Keldor
down.
was Skeletor's real name.
Oh, okay.
Hence
Okay.
why I gave him the Skeletor voice.
We are here to meet Keldor. Because supposedly Keldor is coming to Dixon's.
Who? What?
Isn't that right, Zoloff?
Yes, and you're now a person of interest in our investigation, Mr. Archimedes, and I pick him up.
You will need to
Do you
up
still have the
somehow.
fire? Do you still have the fire in your hand?
No.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay.
something of note is that I know you can't quite see them from here. Those barrels are roughly accurate sizes to scale with the rest of you, in the sense that they actually are about 6 feet tall.
The kegs.
Yeah, they're full on kegs. So if the shelves are above that, you'd need something like a stool to step on, or someone to lift you up to reach him, because the shelf is
Are you trying to reach
Well,
him?
why can't he jump on the thing?
Are you trying to reach him?
Yeah, I'll just jump.
Okay. I was gonna say I could always bring him down to us.
Because remember, you are a changeling, not a grung. You don't actually have their jumping prowess.
Yeah, I'm not going to jump 25 feet vertically. I can still jump as a changeling.
Yeah, and you're only 3 feet tall in your current form.
Fuck, okay. Well, I can climb onto the barrel, and then... I can't see.
What are you doing? Don't do that! I would not do that if I were you!
How long do you
If I were you. Okay, Humperdinck.
I told you not to do that!
Did you?
Well, just
No,
now!
you recommended against it. That is not the same as a direct order.
Well, don't
I continue climbing.
I told you not to do that!
No, you did not. You specifically did not.
And
It's in the fine print.
you
recommended against
hear
it.
this gust of wind from outside, almost rattling the glass on the windows themselves. You hear the back door open and slam shut. And coming from the side, coming from the back room, is not necessarily a robe, but it is, it's an open chest robe. It's a trench coat. High collar. He's got himself on a wide-brimmed wizard hat that's cocked. He's carrying a satchel slung over him. It's full of stuff, and he bursts into the room, going, "What? Where? What?
What does he have in his hand?
We don't
A
ask
stick.
questions.
It is not a wand. It is a twig.
Okay.
It is a branch, and you can clearly see some leaves on it.
I don't stop climbing.
Who goes there?
Ah, Dixon?
He's got a full white beard that kind of goes down to about here on his stomach, like the mustache, and goes around. His white hair kind of comes down about there.
Dixon? Are you Dixon?
Who are you? And don't climb on the barrel!
See, now you
Hang it
mention that, I start to climb down.
He rushed. He old man runs over to you, grabs you and pulls you off of the barrel, and he goes
Okay.
And and then roll the poison damage for touching my skin.
You're a changeling. You don't gain poison.
Damn it. I wish I was a real drone.
Well, you should have picked a little... You should have...
Are they a beast?
No, they are not.
They're monsters.
They are a monster in the monster manual, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to transform into them.
But yeah, if their category is monster, because there are beasts and then there are monsters.
Yep.
So, being a druid, he can turn into anything that has the label of beast as long as other requirements are met. And then, but anything that's not a beast,
Also,
like monstrosity or something like that, does not come into that category.
I'm also out of the wild shapes.
Dark Age indeed. No automatic security.
Auto what?
Oh, never mind.
Are you aware that your property is not protected with private property signs?
Oh. Why, yes, I am.
Wait, is this your private property?
Well, apparently it wouldn't be private at the moment. I wasn't expecting you for...
He reaches in, he pulls out a pocket watch.
I wasn't expecting you for another hour.
Now, I assume
It's not a yes, so we don't have to leave, guys. That's the law.
we are...
Sorry. There was no reaction to that. My dad's trying to make me cry.
Okay.
So we are actually here to meet Keldor.
What? Oh! Yes. Keldor, quite a lovely young boy, don't you think? He's very, very intelligent.
What? Real quick. Are you still holding his book, by the way? Because I don't think you said you'd put it back.
I don't think I did either.
Like...
He just rips the book from your hands.
Sorry.
Pardon our intrusion, Dixon.
One big mess after another.
Please.
I told them to leave. They refused to leave.
Dixon takes his twig and goes...
Now you be quiet. Don't touch my books.
I was just trying to find something. Anything.
My good man, we apologize for the intrusion.
I'm
were
going to
expecting-
let you
okay.
keep on talking, but as you're talking, Dixon crosses from here all the way to this chest, and as he crosses this point, he opens up a part of his satchel, and he just tosses out a chair, like tiny chairs. They drop on the ground, and they...
Uh-huh.
And then he... Table.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one leg's not the right size.
That seems like it would void the warranty.
And he puts the book back in the chest and he closes it.
You really enjoy that, aren't you?
They didn't come in just closed. I had to get them with like 2 open and 2 closed, so I might as well make use of it.
Right.
Like, and, you can continue on talking as he's doing that.
Okay. You see, we were expecting to find someone here, and when we were given the instructions, we were under the impression that this was some kind of a merchant shop, and seeing that there was no one here, we did fear of foul play.
Oh?
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you very much, but this old man can take care of himself.
Roll perception.
You can
roll
roll
insight
insight if you want.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. That is a 19.
He's playing up the old man routine. Like,
Okay.
he's clearly old, and he's not denying that he's old, but the whole, like, just dropping the arm thing, that's an act. He's playing it up for laughs.
Okay.
And he just saunters over, he looks into one of his pouches and he goes, "Where did I put that chair?" He just puts half his shoulder and he just dives right into it.
Into a tiny little pouch like that.
Yeah. Where is it? Wait,
Just straight up Mary Poppins.
I know I put it in here.
I know.
Oh, dash it all. Dash it all.
Archimedes just like,
Your other bag, Dixon.
huh? Oh, yes. This one has Dixon on the back.
Nice.
He sits down in the chair. Well, how can I help you?
We were told that.
Keldor.
Thank you. Yes. We were told that. we were told that Keldor was coming here with a cart to purchase supplies from you.
Oh? Oh, yes. He's not scheduled to be here for another hour.
Excellent. And he hasn't been here yet. Then.
Not yet, no.
Excellent. We've been very urgent need to speak with him. Now he normally buys potion supplies. Yes.
What, here?
Yes.
Oh, no. Never touch the stuff. No, he procures various insects from here.
Really?
Yes, as you can see, I have made a name for myself as being the world's most greatest woodcarver. And having insects crawling around this place is not good for the product. So he comes over here, he takes the insects for a marginal fee, and we are right as rain. He was coming here.
Fee? Is that a taxable income?
He kind of like leans over and like motions for you to come over to him.
I don't.
Wow.
Ahem.
Do you still not go over to him?
No.
You love me.
I'm not breaking eye contact, but I'm also not moving.
Ow.
One of the chairs animates, scoops you up, and moves you closer to him.
I didn't consent to this.
Then believe me, you can have it.
What?
Tax-free.
Wait, what?
Tax-free. I just give him a handful of copper pieces for his service.
That's income.
Yes, but that's Keldor's income.
Did
You know,
do math?
you need a good lawyer, Keldor. Wait, he's not here, is he? Keldor's going to need a good lawyer.
So what are you going to do?
It depends. He can hire me as a tax lawyer, or
But I thought you said he needed a good lawyer.
I am a wonderful lawyer as long as you overlook the malpractice, the failed suits, the petty crime, the very severe crime. So we're burning this building down, right?
Remind me to keep an eye on him.
Noted.
He reaches into his bag and he starts pulling out, things that you would set on a table. It's like salt and pepper, sugar, teapots,
Mayonnaise.
plates, mayonnaise,
Excuse me.
slices of bread.
Mayonnaise
Cutlery.
is a major musical instrument. Does not count as a table setting.
Fine. Forks, knives, plates, cups, bread,
No napkins.
tea, napkins. Yeah.
Oh, are you extending an invitation, my good man?
Well, yes, I wasn't expecting you until later, but early guests are surprised to all things.
Archimedes just goes like,
Well, we do appreciate the the gracious invitations you have extended to us. And are you hungry? I do hunger.
Yeah, I could eat. Why not? He's lost it.
Skizors? For what?
Cloth rope.
When you're done with it, please put it
In the drawer.
Yes.
Normally I do, but I've been using it because every time I tie the thingy to my belt.
You're not supposed to tie your thingy to your belt.
I do what I want, you're not my mom! God!
Your mom ties your thingy to your belt?
It
Who
was
do you think I learned it from?
Whoa.
They're
This raises many questions.
You sure? I think it solves many questions.
Yes, but it also asks a bunch more.
Yeah. Well, if we are good to eat and good to drink. The teapot set starts to come to life and then starts to heat up. And the teapot starts moving over to Dixon.
Hey! Guests first, you know that.
Is that teapot sentient?
It appears to be.
I lean in very close to teapot and I go, are you being fairly compensated for your labor?
The teapot just looks up, pours out some liquid, looks back up.
The teapot kind of looks at you, looks at Dixon, looks at you, and kind of gives a sly lean.
So Max, while the tea's being served, is going to pull out his lute and is going to play like a straight up, Disney number.
Higatus, Bigatus, Brigatus, Mo!
So,
Roll your performance.
that's a 7. I have a +6.
Ooh, that one.
Yep. So he starts strumming, then twang. Freaking soup.
I think we can go without the ambience.
Well, I was simply trying to repay you for your generosity.
Archimedes up on the shelf goes,
Feather duster. Bad feather duster. Can I roll vicious mockery?
if you want.
Well, I mean, that's a wisdom saving throw.
He succeeds.
Okay.
Because he doesn't care. His point was he's wood.
Yeah.
Flammable is what I'm hearing.
Huh?
I'm hearing flammable.
I dare you.
Well, I have to reach him first.
No. We are not going to light our host's animate statue on fire.
The tea set finishes brewing the tea and starts pouring you all drinks. The moving sugar cup moves over, sticks a spoon in itself and then goes like just waiting for an okay.
2, please. Thank you. Oh, that's enough. That's enough.
Say my bad.
I pull a thing of honey out of my bag and put it on the table.
Oh, why, nice. Thank you.
Hold on, I'm not sharing.
The jar of honey, the glass morphs legs into the bottom of it, and it starts walking around to the cups of tea on the table.
I yank it off and put it back in my bag.
It crawls out.
Like a fucking toddler.
No, just or like a little mud baby, just like, honey.
It learns to
Would you
crawl.
like some honey?
Wait,
It learns to crawl with its legs.
I pull the cap off and I eat the honey out of it, and I get my tongue real deep down in there.
The feet just kind of go like.
and the
Like,
toes,
oh.
the toes curl up and kind of shake for a little bit.
When?
I smash it on the ground.
Well, the legs are gone. It's no longer moving on its own.
And
Still destroying the vial.
this vial of honey. After its vial treatment.
I would. Would you mind picking that up? Would you mind picking that up, please?
Is that a direct instruction?
Pick that up.
A broomstick and a dustpan walk over to you and force
Oh, you're
themselves in your
fucking-
hand.
How many slaves do you have?
Well, 0 unless you don't clean that up.
Consult with legal counsel. I'll get back to you.
Do you clean
Wait.
it up?
I quickly scrubbed through my notebook. Oh, I am the legal counsel. Yeah, let me just get that. And I just pick up the pieces of broken glass and just kind of stuff them in my bag.
Archimedes. Oh, sorry. Dixon goes, "Thank you." Archimedes goes,
That's all that a lawyer is good for.
I couldn't agree more.
Who said I was a lawyer?
Well, you did.
When? Prove it.
the inanimate, the living broom and dustpan that's been forced into your hands stop moving.
You live in mine now, yeah?
No.
I'm at level with you. There's a lot of gray area in the law, and this is almost exclusively in that area. Sentient tableware? Yeah. Do they have souls?
Eh? Well, I like to think that I walk the fine line of legal. I am legal. I just walk the line. Well, I'm not legal in there. I don't have my citizenship. I'm not sure if I want one. Maybe I would.
Do you have a card? I can turn it green for you.
Too modern.
Right?
Well-
So you know this guy we're meeting, right?
Oh, yes. Yes, good old Aaron Keldor. Resembles a man I knew about 50 years ago. Quite. I've asked him about that. He just says, who? Coincidence.
You do a lot of
He must have been
business
taking
with
lessons
Keldor?
from Archimedes.
Archimedes goes, "Humph!" Puffs at his wooden feathers.
You do a lot of business with Keldor?
Business? No. Just a quick favor here and then. He cleans out my home of pests and insects, and on occasion I craft him something of various artifacts. Mostly just things like nutcrackers or glass vials. I'm a glass
Interesting.
blower, don't you know? Yes.
Earlier you said you pay him with copper pieces. Why has your story changed?
Well, because I pay him up front for his services. It is the courteous thing to do. There
So
it
he's
is.
an- so he's an employee.
Have you ever given him a water carafe?
A what?
A water carafe. A container for pouring water.
Oh, that. No.
Have you ever given him anything enchanted?
Unenchanted? Oh, several.
No. Have you ever given him anything enchanted?
Oh, enchanted?
Yes.
Oh, no. Everything enchanted stays with me.
Are you aware of Keldor's going-ons at the hospital?
Oh, he finally got into the hospital. He did mention about wanting to be a doctor. How's he
Is he
doing?
bullshitting me?
You can roll insight.
16.
He is not bullshitting you. This guy is genuine. He feels good. He feels happy for his friend.
I go, alright, you clearly don't know, but your friend is a wanted criminal.
What?
Yes.
No.
Absolutely.
He could never do that. He's a harmless prankster. Harmless
A
prankster.
prankster?
People are
What kind
dying because of him. Probably some dead by now, to be honest.
Wait. What? What? No. I do not believe for a second that Keldor would do something like that. He would never murder.
Well, what kind of
He's
person?
not murdering. He's sabotaging life-giving and essential services.
Sorry.
Yeah.
3:30.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's-
no problem.
Yeah. Well, I can assure you I have heard of no such thing. And unless you have any proof, I don't think we should discuss this further.
I have proof because I just came from the hospital, where I saw the corpses.
Roll deception.
I propose a compromise.
All right.
Natural one.
Each of you
Four
planned on that
five.
one tonight.
We all have.
1 plus
We've all
4
gotten
is
one.
5.
Yeah, he knows you are lying through your non-existent frog teeth.
Oh, I can make teeth happen. Promise.
But yes, this compromise you mentioned.
Yes, I suggest when he comes here, we ask him himself.
Well, I hope you're not planning on anything disruptive until we hear from his side.
We are not here necessarily to accuse. We are here simply to solve the problem at the hospital. He is
Naturally, I'm going to let himself incriminate.
Archimedes pipes up.
Shall I leave those here?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. If there's anything left by Wednesday, we can nosh on them then.
Probably not.
But you know what? Sure, why not? If he's going to be here in about I'd say almost an hour.
But before he gets here, why don't we have you ask him about his things that he's been doing at the hospital, if he's been doing pranks or anything, and we go in the other room and listen in.
Yeah, no.
No, okay.
I'd say no.
There's no reason that we cannot be upfront about this.
Oh, just make him self-incriminate.
Now that's assuming that he is a criminal.
And that's how we find out.
But in the meantime, please enjoy your tea.
You are very gracious, sir.
Yes, I know.
Get it!
I refused to drink anything that was offered.
That's fine. But we shall leave the session like that.
Bye-bye.
With some of you drinking tea and one of you not. And congratulations, you have met Dixon and Archimedes.
So how does this work next week when we have twice as many players? Do they just show up?
Are we going to
Yes.
have twice as many players?
Assuming they can arrive, yes. It's looking more and more like Matt won't be able to join us for this primarily on Monday
Because of work.
because of his work and meetings. I'm thinking of once the campaign with no
This
name.
kit.
Yeah. I'm
No.
thinking that once the
This
campaign with
kid.
no
I
names
didn't know
No.
it's called that.
exits
No,
the
you
Dragon's
can have-
Forest, I'm thinking at that point I can move the Tales of Drifell over to Wednesday, and then we can use that for Sam and Lynn's benefit. So that way, there's only once a week that we have to worry about.
I'm fine with that. And then, just out of curiosity, at what point will they? I mean, will they show up once we finally get to Drifell?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
Karma and
probably
Illy
next week
analyze
then.
it.
Probably next. Because I think tomorrow or like Wednesday, probably what will happen is we will head to the.
There are a few things that you
Yeah.
have forgotten and may need to deal with
Um,
on some level, but
I do
it's
know.
most
well,
it is coming to a close pretty quick.
Yeah, one of the things that Roland will be trying to do is convince the hunters to take out the goblin army.
That'll do it. And we shall
Get
see
away from my
you.
chicken.
You what?
Ask the cat.
Oh, Jesus.
You felt that one from over here.
Yeah, I apologize. If your downstairs neighbors get ticked up, I apologize.
It was one stomp.
Yeah. Was the one. We shall see you on Wednesday.
Drive safe.
Thank you.
And good night. And that was the Tales of Drifell, Session 3.
Dun, dun, dun.
Good work, team.
Yeah, good work indeed. Question. What do you think of
Are-
Dixon?
Is that a scope question, or is that one of those?
Just overall question.
Oh. He's a character.
Oh, you little shithead.
I would have loved to set Archimedes on fire, but I'll settle for...
Well, I
I'll settle
mean,
for some post-tea arson.
if he continues to...
Archimedes is simply an educated owl carving.
Yeah, but does he have a soul?
So you say.
Perhaps. You don't know.
Well, he can talk, the others
I
can't.
need to figure that out before I try and take him, because one of those things is kidnapping and one of those things is not.
Oh, is that why you've been asking the question, huh?
One of these things
Yeah,
is not like the other.
Because
One of
as
these
a
things is
lawyer,
dead.
I follow the letter of the law, not the spirit of the law. Which means sentient things without souls do not have rights. Just like, not gonna say that joke on stream.
Good for you, because we haven't finished it yet. But it looks like Lynn approves of Dixon.
Well, good night, I guess.
Good night indeed. And thank you everyone for joining on this stream. Good night.